Hello, everybody. How are you doing? This is Jojo. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Oh, let me check this. Make sure yeah, there we go. We're good. How's everybody doing this evening? This is your boy Jojo. What is going on? Whack Crafter, how are you doing? I just sent you an email a few moments ago. Yeah, I've got an interesting project that I think will pique your interest. Seems like it might be right up your alley. It's something I've been looking for a while, and I don't know. I know you're busy. I have no timeline on things, so I'll get with you here soon. But you may be just the very person to help me out with something that I've been looking for. VK, how are you doing? Truly sick of it. Cozy Dreams. Terry, the Boo Boo, GG, Calgon, Gumby Girl, how are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I hope everybody is doing well on this beautiful Tuesday evening. I wanted to come on here and do a quick little current energy thing. I'm going to read some of the current astrology that's going on. Now, remember, all of my reads are timeless. So whenever you happen to come across this, if these reads resonate with you, then they are for you. The astrology that I'm looking at is for about the next week or so. There are some very powerful shifts that are going on astrologically. And the energy is tumultuous. It is up there. Of course, there's always something going on. But I know this week we've got Mercury conjunct Saturn in Pisces on February the 25th, today. A new moon in Pisces on February the 27th, here in 2 days. And then we've got Venus retrograde in Aries beginning on March the 1st. All of these things the different planetary shifts that are going on right now have people, it can come out in all kinds of ways. You might not be feeling so well. I know there are several people that are kind of under the weather, or they get to that stage where, like the guy stage of, well, I don't feel very good. They're not sick yet, but they're not 100% either. Yeah, I hate that stage. And I know, ladies, you think that guys are whiny, but it's a scientific fact that men feel pain more than ladies do. So shut up. Get off our backs. Just kidding. But there are. It can manifest in, it can come about as physical ailments. It can come about in anxiety, depression, nervousness, worry. You can have thoughts coming up. There's all kinds of things that are happening right now. And not to mention, we do have the new moon, that energy, especially with Mercury being conjunct Saturn. Man, let me tell you, that's today. That's right now. And so everybody's kind of just on this. It's like that moment of the roller coaster when you get pulled up and up and up and up and up, and then you're just right there at the top, and you don't know, and then when it all goes down. You know what I mean? But we're just right there at the edge. Mercury can kiss it. I hear you, Whack Crafter. Jennifer, not Jenny, how are you doing? FG McCreds, what's going on, brother? I will send you an email, FG. I haven't had. I saw your email. I thought I'd responded to it, but I don't know if I didn't hit send or what. But I will be getting with you here soon. Kendra Quinn, what is going on? Welcome in, everybody. Pam Bear is here. How are you doing, boo boo? All right, so we're going to get into this. And like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a little bit of the astrological stuff for each and every single zodiac sign. Then I'm going to do a quick 3-card pull. It's not going to be very long. After this, I am planning on doing my usual Tuesday night mini reads. That link is pinned in the description box. If you'd like to get a question answered, go ahead and put your question in now. I'll be doing that right after this live. When I get done with this, I'll take like a quick 10-15 minute break and then jump right back in to answer your questions. All right, let's see what we've got for Aries. And yes, so hopefully I addressed everybody in there. FK Slay, what's going on, boo boo? Country Girl, what's going on? How are you guys doing? Are y'all feeling frothy? Are you ready to go? Seems like everybody's kind of tensed up and on edge. So I was feeling the need to come in and address this. So let's get down to it for everyone. We are going to start out. Where's my? There's buttons. There's always some buttons. I need a producer. I need somebody to sit here and push the buttons while I do the read thing. But Gumbo's not very good at it, and he doesn't like to be trained. I've been trying to teach him how to mop and sweep. He's not very good at that either. He likes to nap. He likes snacking and his treats. And then in the evenings, he likes to sleep because he's had a full day of napping and eating, pooping. But he's very lovable and adorable. I shouldn't complain. All right, let's dive into this for Aries. Aries, we're doing your read at 7 minutes. Aries. Okay, so as I mentioned at the beginning, Mercury is conjunct with Saturn in Pisces today. We've got a new moon in Pisces coming up here in 2 days, and on February the 27th, and Venus retrograde in Aries in your sign beginning March 1st. On February the 25th, basically, today you're in this thing about your subconscious is going to come up a lot. You might be having funky dreams or thoughts of, you know, things that you fear, basically. And so right now is a good time to confront subconscious things, your fears, and address tasks that you've been avoiding, things that you've been putting off or procrastinating. Today is the day to get on it and make a list of what you need to do and start doing that. Because here in just a couple of days, you're going to need to set your intentions for healing and personal growth during that new moon, and setting, really getting a hold of where you want to go, where you want to be, what you want to heal, what you want to get rid of, things like that. It's time to set those personal goals and don't procrastinate on things anymore. With that Venus retrograde coming up, you're going to need to take a little time to reflect on relationships and personal values. It's all in all, you're being encouraged to overcome procrastination and tackle challenging tasks head on. Facing these responsibilities right now is what's going to lead you to personal growth and a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. It's, you've got a good chance here to kind of nip it in the bud, as Barney Fife would say. Good Lord, I'm dating myself there. But it's time to really look at things and, to look at your fears, look at what's going on in your life, and see where you might need to make a couple of changes or get on those projects that you've been procrastinating on. You know what I mean? So let's do a quick little pull. I'm setting the intention for this to be about the next week or so during these planetary shifts. But for the read, it can be timeless. So it's just whatever. Let's see what comes out for Aries. What do we got for my Aries gang? What are they going to be facing over the next week or so? We've got the King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Swords. Underneath the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So some of you could be dealing with, you've got the King of Cups. This is, a very mature, emotionally intelligent energy. It could be a father figure. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning right now. Now, it can spin in your favor, but remember, the Wheel of Fortune also covers things that are destined and karma. So you have a real opportunity right now to be emotionally intelligent, to understand, okay, I've got to do this, 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 and this. I got to take out the trash. I got to pay you make sure we're paying the taxes. Make sure we're doing all the little things. It's your chance to not procrastinate, to jump on those projects that you've been putting off, to handle the responsibilities that you need to handle, and possibly to even learn something about yourself by facing any subconscious fears that you might have. This could have to do with family. It also could have to do with your future fortune. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is the house, the white picket fence, two cars in the garage, the cat, the dog, the goldfish, 401ks. It's legacy, you know, family together, all of the little things. And so right now is a time to be emotionally mature and make sure that that wheel of fortune is spinning in your favor by doing your due diligence, by being emotionally intelligent, by being responsible for things, by really taking care of things and learning what you can, really diving into your own life. You know, the Page of Swords, the pages are students and they can be communicators, but right now is really a time to pay attention, dot the I's, cross the T's, do the homework, you know, knock things out, because that's how you're going to spin that wheel of fortune in your favor. And my, oh my, the payoff will be absolutely grand. Five of Cups. If not, if you're not doing that, you could end up regretting it later. You know, Five of Cups is regret, remorse, sadness, things like that. So again, right now is your time. Over the next week or so, with the planetary shifts that are happening, it's time to set those intentions for healing, personal growth. It's time to reflect on your relationships and your own personal values. And it's really time to confront your subconscious fears and address things that you've been avoiding, whether that's maybe you need to go to therapy about a couple of things. Maybe there's a project that you've been, you know, that garage that you've been meaning to clean out, or the attic, whatever little things that you've been kind of letting slide and get by with. Now's the time to be emotionally mature, be responsible, and get it handled so that you can spin that wheel of fortune in your favor. And if you're looking up subconscious fears, it may be time to learn something new. We can all do with a bit of therapy or self evaluation. Now's the time to learn it. Maybe even time to learn a new skill. If you've been putting off a painting class, or you want to do this, or you want to go back to school or whatever, now's the time, right now. So get out there, do your due diligence, and take care of what you need to take care of. I guarantee you that Ten of Pentacles says it's going to pay off in the long run. That's how you're going to spin that wheel in your favor, Aries. Beautiful. All right. That's what I've got for you, Aries. If you will, hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. We're going to rock this party along to my Taurus babies, my bull gang. Can do your read at 14 minutes. Taurus, what I've got for you. We'll clear the deck here. So, Taurus, as I said earlier, we've got Mercury conjunct Saturn in Pisces today. Here in 2 days, we've got the new moon in Pisces. And we've got Venus retrograde in Aries beginning on March the 1st. So today is really a time, Taurus, to gain clarity about your friendships and your social circles, to balance your ambitions with reality. You're going to be needing to focus on community connections and set goals for collective projects. This is, you know, look at your friend circle, look at the people that you're around. You know, we are a reflection of the top 5 people in our life. You never want to be the smartest person in the room. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need to move and go somewhere where you can learn something from other people. And right now is the time to reevaluate things and see. How about, let me turn this off. There we go. Right now is the time to reevaluate, you know, your friendships, your social networks, your social circles and really pay attention to your aspirations, your dreams, where you want to go. And come this new moon, you want to set those intentions for your actual goals. And if I know my bull gang, the Taurians have, they're an earth sign. They're all about luxury. Every Taurus I know is about quality, not quantity. You know what I mean? And it can be, uh, it's just a matter of having that personal self discipline to really look over everything, review the relationships in your life, cut out the things that don't serve or things that are holding you back, maybe even cut out bad habits or two. God knows I got plenty of them. So no judgments there, but it's time to really look at your long-term goals. You need to embrace complex emotions and allow yourself to experience them fully. This process is going to lead you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your desires, where you want to go. And as things come up with this moon, that can be, you know, as they come up, it's really a need to self-reflect, maybe journal, think about where you're going, who you're hanging out with, what habits you need to break, things like that. So let's see what energies my Taurians are going to be dealing with over the next week or so. There we go. What have we got happening for my Taurus gang? Page of Wands, Page of Cups, 10 of Wands, King of Swords. There we go. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We also have fire energy and water here. I mean, you could be dealing with anybody. Right now, it's time to start something new. And if people aren't coming correct you, if they aren't coming correctly at you, or they're, you know, no, I don't want to say beneath you. Everybody's on a different part of the path. There may be some people that, are a little bit more immature in things. They just don't have the same kind of goals or ambitions in life. You need to be honest with yourself about this, Taurus. King of Swords. This is highly intelligent energy and makes really good decisions and carries out those decisions. Those swords are actions, thought, and communication. What's causing you a burden? What's holding you back, Taurus? Uh, right now is the time to really check all that stuff out. Now, somebody might be a little chippy with things with that page of wands there. And, you may have love for someone. There could even be somebody apologizing for things. But again, with that 10 of wands, it's time to drop the burdens. Anything that's holding you back or stopping you from your long-term goals, your ambitions, that's where you've got to be honest with yourself. And the 10 there, that is the end of a cycle. Taurus, it's time. Um, you know, this is a moment. We don't have the Hermit card out here, but I guarantee you, yeah, Queen of Pentacles. There you are. It's time to set proper boundaries with people. And you don't have to, cut anybody off or ghost them, but look at your long term goals, see where you're going and what relationships you have, whether it be family, friends, or even love interest to a certain degree. Are they in alignment with that? Are they in alignment with your long term goals and what you're really working towards? Um, you might need to reevaluate some things and kind of take a step back and really look at what's going to happen. In say, you're looking at, do you really want to hang out with, you got your friends when you're young, you're going out, you're partying, doing whatever, but doing that is kind of counterproductive if you're working on a long-term goal or saving money. Plus, you don't want to be out, you don't want to be hungover on, midweek morning or whatever. And so it might be time to just take a step back, really look at your goals and see what in your life is helping you and what isn't. And as you gain that clarity about your friendships and social circles, uh, really going through the complex emotions of each relationship and really studying yourself. That's what's going to give you that true knowledge of yourself and your desires. Does this align with where I'm going? Because not everybody can go with you. King of Swords, he doesn't have any problem letting things go. He's not rude about it. He'll just say the blunt truth. God knows, I'm a Gemini. We say the blunt truth all the time. I tell you, there's a lot of people out there that either love me or hate me for the exact same reason, because I tell the truth. You can get a mixed bag of reactions. Some people can be angry, some people can be sad and express emotions. Either way, it's time to drop the burdens of things and start that new cycle, start that new chapter of life. And it fits, Taurus. It just does. Find out what fits for you and reevaluate your own emotions and your own energy so that you can see what needs to stay and what needs to go. It's energetically kind of a time for spring cleaning, Taurus. I think you've got this. I know my Taurusians are going to come out strong. They're going to be speaking their truth, and they're going to be standing strong in the long run. You got this, Taurus. Keep rocking it, boo-boo. All right. If you will, hit that like button for me. Comment, share, and subscribe. Queen Tiki Tarot, what is going on, boo-boo? Welcome in, welcome in. We got Miss Linda. Linda Yum Yum has joined us. And Miss Deborah, how are y'all doing this evening? I hope everybody is well. FK Slay. FK Slay, you're causing trouble in there. What are you doing? And we've got Autumn Moonlight in the house as well. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Miss Lisa. Everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If y'all have not checked out Queen Tiki Tarot, please do so. She's a lovely, lovely reader. Be sure and give her a follow and a holler. Excuse me just a moment. Let me get a sip of my water here. Hang on just a second. There we go. Much better. Sorry, I had to cough, blow my nose real quick. We want y'all hearing all that. Miss Mary, how are you doing, darling? I hope you are well. We got Liza Jane in the house as well. All right. Gemini. We're going to do Gemini this evening at 23:44. What do we got for my Gemini gang over the next couple of days? Today, again, we got Mercury conjunct Saturn in Pisces. That can cause all kinds of things coming up. It really can. It can make things seem a little delusional. We got the new moon in Pisces in 2 days, and then Venus is going retrograde in Aries on March the 1st. There's a lot of things coming up. My Geminis are looking similar to Taurus. They're looking at their future ambitions and goals. Today is the day you need to be reevaluating your career goals and your direction. Recognize your limitations in order to be able to plan better. You don't want to, if you've already trained for one career, you don't want to just, go off into a sidestep or something. You want to look at the overall picture and see what you're good at, what you're happy with, and where you're going, what direction. When the new moon comes around, you want to set your intentions for professional growth and public image enhancement. Right now is the time to really focus on. My Geminis are having a glow up. They've been having a glow up. You've got Jupiter in Gemini right now. It's going to be there until July the 9th. And so Geminis are experiencing a huge shift in their life, part of which is the work front. Your career goals are going to be really, really emphasized. And it's probably going to come up in relationship wise as well. You need to really look at your path, your career trajectory, and your long term objectives, as far as where you want to go, where you want to be, what's really going to make you happy, and focus on your future ambitions to set clear, achievable goals, because this right now is a time to plan strategically and consider the long term impact of the direction you're going. If you've got a long term goal, that say you've got a project that you're working on. For me, for example, I'll use me as an example. I've got a long term goal of putting these decks out. Oracle decks and tarot decks. Those will be coming here, hopefully very, very soon. I'm dealing with the legal stuff, but right now is not a time to take on something new or a bunch of side projects. Because I'm focused on those, to make sure that I got my long-term goals in place. Cutting a bunch of other things out in my life right now to focus on that and to make sure that it's getting done. You know what I mean? And right now is a great time for my Geminis to go in, look at everything they've got going on, and decide what we maybe need to put off for later or completely leave. And again, to focus and re aim yourself at your long term goals, whether that be in career, relationship, or whatever. I think right now, the way the planets are aligned, most Geminis are having a pretty decent glow up. And as you grow and you expand in your world, I think career is going to be a big, big focus. Or you're either that, not really just career, your long term goals. What house are you going to buy? Where are you going to go? What are you looking for? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's time to get to the nitty gritty and really make sure that you're focused. Because Geminis are very creative people. They're kind of all over the place. God knows I am. I mean, I'm doing music, I'm doing tarot, I'm doing graphic arts, I'm working on things, and so I have to kind of pick and choose where I'm spending my time. And it's a matter of reevaluating everything to see what's really going to help me in the long term and where that's going to go. And this is coming up for everybody. Now, these energies can play with your emotions too. But I think for Geminis right now, after having such a glow up and their world is expanding and will be expanding still for the next, what, 4 months, it's time to it's time to buckle down, dot the I's, cross the T's, and figure out which way you're going and make good decisions for that. So let's see over the next week or so, what do we got for my Geminis? What is going on for my Gems? Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Eight of Wands, and we get the Hierophant. Underneath the bottom of the deck, we've got the High Priestess and the Chariot. Wow. Jim, just a major arcana, major arcana. I got 5 cards here. 5 cards, 4 of them are major arcana. You get the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Wands, Hierophant, the High Priestess, and the Chariot. Yeah, it's time to get a move on. Right now, that Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor, Gemini. You've got the universe behind you. The way the planetary alignments are happening right now is expanding your world. It's opening up. Your bubble is just blowing up. My Geminis have been glowing up for a little bit. We've seen this, and it aligns perfectly with the astrology there. This year, let's see, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces are all having major, major life shifts. This is your year, Gemini. This is your time to expand your world, and it's time right now. So you want to look at, I mean, we haven't had these kinds of energies go on in our lifetime. This is like, I think I heard it the other day. It was like 100-year cycle. Right now, Gemini, is the time to you to really figure out what direction you're going and take action on it. You you want to consult your higher self. You want to sit down with yourself, stick to your rules, maybe get a guide or a teacher if you need. This can be like long-term planning, maybe speaking with a financial advisor or a lawyer to see if you need to set up, some family things. Understand that you need to have a deep knowing, a connection with your higher self. Now, I also see the obvious of the Hierophant and the High Priestess here. That's a divine couple. You're on your way to winning. You're on your way to victory, Gemini. But you have to mind the fences as you go. You have to stay on the path. And so, right now is a time for you to choose that path. Make sure you're taking actions on it, speaking your truth, communicating what you need, sticking to the rules, possibly going into a higher level of commitment, even higher institutions of learning, and focus on your goals. You don't have to tell everybody about your business, and move forward. Some of you, it might be actually moving. Some of you could be going on a trip to learn something, but it's right now is the time for you to take action, really pay attention and reevaluate where it is you're going, because reevaluating that and really looking at your long-term plans, again, it's a lot like the Taurus. Some of you may be Taurus, Gemini, cuspers, but focusing on your future ambitions to set clear, achievable goals, that's going to be your best bet right now. This is a time for strategy and, the considering the long-term impact. If you don't want to put a bunch of time into something that's not going to serve that long-term goal. Say, if you've got a couple of extra hobbies, I know one of mine is I like playing Xbox. I'm a gamer, but even though I do enjoy gaming, I'm limiting myself to how much time I do that because I'm focusing on getting the decks out, making sure I've got all my legal stuff together, focusing on taxes, things like that. So, it's just a time to look at, is this fitting in? And if it's something fun like that, like I said, I love playing Xbox, but I kind of curb and limit my time with that because I got other things to do. I do have bigger ideas, and looking at the things that are really going to fit our life for the rest of our life, what's really going to make us happy, that's what's going to do it. It's time to get a move on, Jim. It's time for actions. And I think my Geminis, as much as they've been glowing up and blowing up, you've still got a couple of months left with Jupiter in your sign, and you're headed in the right direction. You're glowing up. You're getting a lot of attention. Yeah, boy. You just don't let your fear, your ego, or your insecurities get in the way, Gemini. Make sure you're not giving in to temptations either. Stick to the path. Stay tried and true, because that is what's going to lead you to your victory, Gemini. Beautiful. Gemini, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you. Hit that like button for me. Comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know how this resonates for you. Lioness, kitty cat, boo boo, yum yum. What is going on? We got gentle rain in the house as well. How's everybody doing? Oh, and we got Miss Linda, yum yum. My friend the Cancer. Let's move on to my Canceronies, the Cancer Krabby Patties, and see what we got happening for them. Again, this is a real tumultuous time. I know a lot of people out there are feeling it right now. It's the energies are, the tension is thick. Man, people could cut this stuff with a knife. They really could. I know you guys are feeling it. I've been feeling it. It is what it is. The energy. The one thing that we need to realize is humans don't like change, and change is the only thing that's constant. So the more we get used to it, go with the flow, just accept the energies as they are, focus on our direction. That's what everybody's being called to do right now. Kind of reevaluate what you got going on and look towards the future. Uh, don't worry about the past so much. I mean, you can take your experiences from it, but focus on what you're doing right now to make sure you're going in the right path. for tomorrow. You know what I mean? And make sure that you're happy. Make sure that you're content. You know, it. What's really going to make you smile on the inside, basically. Taking a look at that is what's going to, you know, it's what's going to get you there. I myself am a Cancer Venus, so yeah, the energy is all over the place for folks. All right, Cancer, we're doing yours tonight. Let's see, we're doing your read at 35:55. What do we got for my Canceroni? So, as of today, it's a time again. Reassess goals and belief systems. Maintain optimism despite challenges. You're gonna come across challenges every now and then. I mean, you can't go through life without hiccups. You don't buy a new car and then expect it to last for 10 years without changing the oil, changing your tires. You know, every now and then you're going to have to get a new battery. You're going to have to change the tires or replace tires. You're going to have to get an oil change. You're going to have to wash the windshield off. You know, there's going to be little things that come up. There's maintenance with life always. Same thing's true for your life thing. Same thing's true for the energy. It's just time to do the maintenance work. And so right now it's reassessing those long-term goals and belief systems. And, you know, we have to learn to be happy in the moment. If something happens and, you know, you might not be having the best of days. Maybe something goes wrong. You lost your homework. You know, messed up a job at work and, or you were late to work or there's, you know, there could be something that comes up. You just have to understand that, hey, them's the break sometimes. Not everything is going to be all sunshine and rainbows and unicorn glitter farts. Sometimes it is. But when it's not, you just have to smile, grin, bear it, and push through. Um, Here in a couple of days, when you're setting your intentions, it's time to set your intentions to look at new learning opportunities and maybe new spiritual practices. Learn a different meditation practice or try out yoga. But now's the time for my cancers to really explore different options in their life. Maybe, you know, taking a class or continuing education. Go learn a new skill. But it's time to kind of change things up and disrupt the system that's been. It's looking at you don't have to change your basic core structure, but it's time to be open to new sources of information, new ideas, and new new areas of interest. Coming up here soon, you're going to need to reflect on your personal growth and your educational pursuits. Again, right now for cancers, it's all about learning and seeing what else is out there. And this could be in work, it could be in life, it could be in relationship, whatever. But right now is the time of learning for my cancers. Um, your advice to this little next 7 or 8 days or so. Let me get ahead of myself. Um, you need to address your feelings of disappointment to improve trust in your relationships. You need to, you know, when it comes to relationships, whether it's, you know, friend, family, loved one, significant other, whatever, it's time to look at those areas where maybe you're not feeling so good about things and you want to talk, you want to be open and honest about it. Open communication is going to strengthen the bonds that you have and foster mutual understanding. It's about communication. And again, right now is the time to explore new areas. And if you're going to explore new stuff, you got to, you know, you want new clothes, you got to clean out the closet, you got to get rid of the old. And so it's about opening up, really communicating and feeling going through the feelings so that you understand that maybe, you know, maybe you've had a strict religious upbringing and you want to explore different types of meditation or spiritualism, things like that. And when it comes to any of your relationships, I mean, platonic, romantic, whatever they are, be they family, friends, coworkers, you really want to. You don't necessarily have to address your disappointments in other people. You got to be mindful of your expectations, but you want to pay attention to that. If you feel disappointed with something that's going on, say with your partner or spouse, you want to talk to them about it. Really open up and share, so that not in a mean, accusatory way, but just be honest and open about what's going on in your life, where you are, and where you're trying to grow and where you're trying to go. Um, and as long as you're open to that, as long as you're open to learning new ideas, exploring new avenues, and really being open to the discussion, perhaps seeing things from somebody else's point of view, that's really, really going to help you strengthen the bonds with people that you have around you. Let's see what the cards have to say for my Canceronis. What do we got for them, universe? Butterfly kisses. How are you doing, darling? Welcome in. Welcome in. We've got the King of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Wands underneath the bottom of the deck. We've got the Six of Wands. So again, Cancer, this is about communication. It's about being, emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent, and really understanding what your disappointments. The Five of Cups is sadness, disappointment, regret, possibly even guilt on things, and really understanding what it is that you're attracted to. There might be somebody that you're attracted to. Say you've got a relationship with your significant other. Of course, you think they're a hottie. They're just absolutely gorgeous. But there's certain things where your feelings might be a little hurt. You might have a little bit of sadness or regret, or you might regret things that you've done. But to come out on top, you need to be emotionally mature. You need to accept, different philosophies, different things, and really discuss your feelings. And you do have very deep feelings, Cancer. With that King of Cups there, I mean, you're the mothers, you're the nurturers, the carers of the zodiac. So your feelings are going to run deep, and before you go getting those crab claws out, you want to make sure that you've got a winning attitude about things. You are going to be getting a lot of attention. Yeah, it's time to see things from a different perspective. That hangman there, things that may have been stuck or stagnant. So right now is about uh, Cancer's expanding. Now coming up here on June the 9th, I believe Jupiter moves into your sign. So that area of your life is, you're going to be expanding for quite some time. And at this point in time, you're just going to have to be optimistic. There may be things that you're disappointed in right at the moment, but you got to remember, everything changes. If you're at the bottom of the barrel, you're not feeling so good, guess what? It's going to change. It's sort of like where I live in Alabama. If you're disappointed with the weather in Alabama, wait 5 minutes. It's going to change. It is. So just be open to learning new things, be open to discussing new things, and really being honest with yourself about your own feelings and your own emotions, what you're attracted to, what you're disappointed with, and really speak about that. Try to see things from a different perspective and try to learn new things. That is what's going to lead you to your victory. And I know my Cancers can do this. I know you can. Uh, you know, the crabs they got really, really hard shells on the outside, but deep down, they're lovey-dovey and emotional. They're all soft and gooey in the center. So don't get those crabby claws out and start snapping at people. It's time to have that real discussion about what you've got going on, and to be open to new ideas, see things from a different perspective, and look at your belief systems and your goals. And remember to, Just grin and bear it for right now. You've got good things on the way. It's just a matter of being honest with yourself, honest with others, and willing to learn and grow. That's going to get you past the disappointments. That is what's going to get you your victory. And I imagine you're probably going to end up looking even better having evaluated yourself. We do that self-love, that work on ourselves, bam. You end up turning into the Queen of Wands and you're getting attention from everybody, male or female. It's just a matter of, attractiveness, alluring, if you will. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've got for you, Cancer. Hit that like button for me. Comment, share, and subscribe. Pretty please. I greatly appreciate it. Gives me the warm fuzzies. Gives JoJo all the tinglies when you hit the like button. You know what I mean? YouTube has as Miss Joyce says, YouTube has a thumb fetish. You got two, just give me one. JoJo likes to be thumbed. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to keep this party moving along. Gene W., how you doing, man? Welcome in, welcome in. I do, Whackcrafter. I like the thumbs. I do. Oh my goodness. All right. Leo, we're doing your read today at 4652. 4652. There we go. Got it written down. Let's look at what's going on astrologically for my Leos. Leos. Well, we got Mercury conjunct Saturn in Pisces today. There's a new moon in Pisces on February 27th, and Venus goes retrograde in Aries beginning March 1st, which you're probably already feeling the effects of. Today is the day to engage in serious discussions about finances, intimate matters, and improve communication, Leos. It's time to chit-chat about it. The real deal. Get down to the nitty gritty. You know what I mean? Today is a day to, really engage. Look at where you want to go and really get to the bare brass tacks knuckles about your money, about your intimate relationships, and how to improve your communication. That doesn't mean looking at somebody else. No. I mean, look in the mirror. And how can you improve your communication to really discuss serious things like that? Okay. For the new moon, you want to set your intentions for financial planning and deepening your personal connections. See what I mean? See how this all goes hand in hand? Today is the day to figure out how to start talking about it and how to, really improve your communication skill. Maybe take on some of that Gemini master of communication energy and really figure out how to talk about it without triggering anybody, without triggering yourself. You got to be open and honest. Not a lot of people like doing that. But with this new moon, you do want to set your intentions for your financial goals and what you want in your relationships, your personal relationships, platonic or romantic. Probably more so on the romantic side for my Leos. You want to reevaluate your shared resources and your intimacy as Venus goes retrograde. You want to make sure that everything's fair, that you guys are working together, and together you're working together and growing together in the right direction on a financial level, for your stability, and so that you can grow in a more intimate level with your romantic relationships. Right now, your ability to tune into others' people's needs is what's going to give you the advantage in collaborative efforts, such as your romantic relationships, your home, your stable, even in your work relationships. Being able to figure out what other people have as far as their agendas and how you can work together to make things happen. Be whether it's the work front, whether it's a financial sense, or if it's in a personal romantic setting, or even your platonic relationships. It's a matter of really looking at how things are fair, what needs to change, sort of like the Seven of Pentacles. What needs to change up in order to make that pentacle bush grow? So tuning in to others' needs is what's going to give you the leg up here. You're Leos. You're dynamic. You're out there. You're bold. You're wow. High vibrational Leos are absolutely amazing people, highly generous, and you shine brighter than the sun. That's why the sun is your card, not to mention the strength. You need to use these skills to lead you and lead others and be inspiring to your entire, community around you, be it your family, friends, coworkers, your loved one. Um, it's about, being fair and really understanding where everybody's going. You know what I mean? Let's see what the cards have to say for my Leo gang. What do we got for the Leos? What's going to be happening over the next week or so for my Leos? We've got the King of Cups, the Empress, and the Six of Swords. Underneath the bottom of the deck, you got the Knight of Swords. See? Take on that Gemini energy, air sign. To understand yourself and your own motives, your own needs of things, that's how you're going to understand others. The King of Cups definitely understands the motives and intentions of other people. He's emotionally intelligent. This is the kind of person that can understand why somebody might lash out or do something, whatever. But by doing this, by I'm telling you, this is your power. This is your secret superpower right now, Leo, is being emotionally intelligent to, again, understand the nature of the relationships that you have, to look at where you're invested, what you're invested in emotionally and financially, and to understand really where you're both going. That's what's going to put you in this Empress energy, male or female, it doesn't matter. That's what's going to put you in the energy of receiving and moving things onto calmer waters, is to really understand others. And it's about communication. Knight of Swords. It's the fastest moving knight in the deck. But again, swords are thoughts, actions, and communication. So truly being able to understand others and engage with others without triggering them, just having that open conversation and understanding people's motives of why they do what they do, where they're going, where you're trying to go, in the relationship. Or there's also there's also a very sweet, loving, nurturing, and dare I say, the Empress is fertile. Let's just say that. You really want to receive in that amorous sense. You know what I'm talking about? Giggity, giggity. We don't have the Ace of Wands out here, but it's about discussing that too. And so you really want to understand your partners, your friends, your coworkers, whatever, and get an insight into other people's needs, other people's wants, other people's direction, and understanding that, having that emotional maturity. That's what's going to put you in this Empress energy of being able to receive and moving entire situations onto calmer waters by speaking and knowing how to accurately work on things, how to accurately communicate, how to move forward with a little bit of quickness, and how to truly work on things. You've got to have some serious discussions with people. I mean, yeah, say if you've got a partner, you don't want to. Maybe you've got a joint bank account or you've got separate banking accounts. Well, who pays what bill? Are we splitting them? Are we doing this and that and the other? Proper communication about that is how you're going to know. And understanding what your other, your friend, or whoever that other person is, again, whether it's a friend, family member, coworker, romantic partner, whatever it is, discussing that with them, understanding their agenda or their directive, their direction that they're going in. that's going to give you a true advantage because you're going to know how to work with that and how to truly work on things by having that honest and open dialogue. You're the Leos, you're the lion pride. You know, you're there to motivate others, to lead, to inspire, and this is how you do it, by being open, showing that true, honest side, and having a true understanding and acceptance of where other people are going as well. So it's about those shared resources. It's about those common goals and how you can reach those and being honest and open about it. That's how you move things on the calmer waters. Beautiful, Leo. I think you got this. You guys, like I said, a high vibrational Leo is very loyal, very loving, very sharing, very caring. They're very dynamic people. So you just stick to it, be honest and open. That's how you're going to get there. Even have that relationship with yourself. Be honest with yourself about things. Every relationship you have is going to be affected right now by your ability to understand the other person and communicate effectively. Nice, Leo. That's what I got for you. If you will, hit that like button for me, comment, share, and subscribe. That is correct, Lioness. Communication is key. It is, it is, it is. All right. Let's see. We're moving on to Virgo. Whew, I got to speed this up. In theory, I have a mini. I am going to do a mini reads live after this. If you'd like to get your questions in, that link is pinned in this chat there. You can use that. Go over there and get your questions in. I might have to back it up just a smidge. I want to make sure I get everybody done. Let's go into Virgo. We're doing Virgo tonight at 57:15. Virgo, astrologically, what do we got going on for my Virgonians? Virgoans? My Virgos? The Virgins? Let's see. Well, again, today you have Mercury conjunct Saturn and Pisces. It's a time right now to prioritize transparency, communication, and as we go around through the start, this is going to come up for a lot. It's time to look ahead. It really, really is. But for my Virgos, you want to prioritize transparent communication in relationships and face difficult conversations. There's been an underlying elephant in the room. Now is the time to chit chat about it. Now's the time to bring it up and have that discussion. You don't want to get triggered. You don't want to trigger other people, but it's time to be honest and open about whatever those difficulties are. Here in the next couple of days, when we've got the new moon, you want to focus on strengthening your partnerships and settling mutual goal, settling as well, setting mutual goals together and settling any, beef or whatever that elephant in the room is. This could be in romantic relationships, could be with family, friends, coworkers, whoever. But you want to focus on that right now. You want to focus on strengthening those bonds, strengthening those partnerships, and really discussing things openly and honestly. As Venus goes retrograde, you want to make sure that you reflect on relationship dynamics and personal boundaries. You know what I mean? How are you relating to other people? And that's literally what a relationship is here's you, here's the other person. You have a relationship in between you, and that's how you relate to one another. And so you want to talk about the dynamics of your relationships. You want to talk about that elephant in the room if something's not being brought up. And you want to be able to communicate that effectively and be able to put up personal boundaries so that there's a strong understanding there. There might be, some unwritten rules in a relationship. You know what I mean? So, you're willing to share everything in the house or in the fridge, but You've got this one thing that you buy for yourself, and damn it, don't touch it. You leave my little cupcakes alone. I have a cupcake every single day. Don't touch my cupcakes. You know what I mean? It's just an example. I try not to have too many cupcakes. I'm trying to be a good boy. Get all ab sexy for spring and summer. You know what I mean? But if you need to tell someone not to touch your cupcakes, hey, you know what I'm saying? Tell them. It's just okay. Listen, love you, mean it. Don't touch my cupcakes. You know what I'm saying? Right now is a time to utilize every available resource. And you want to avoid striving for perfection. You're not perfect. No one's perfect. The jobs you're working on, they might not be. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. No one is perfect. You want to take practical steps forward and understand that you have limitations. Other people have limitations. Not everything is going to be just absolutely immaculate 100%. And my Virgos, I know Virgos. Let me tell you, they are detail oriented. Gotta back up from that just a little bit. You want to take practical steps forward with people. Practical, have those communications about the hard things right at the moment. Uh, Even if there's small little baby steps forward, they're still steps forward. They're still going to yield positive results for what you got going on. So make sure that you're not being too much of a perfectionist in things, and really go. Now's the time to dive deep and talk about those uncomfortable things that you might not always want to bring up. You don't have to be mean about it, and you don't have to be forceful about it. It's just about saying, "Hey, we need to talk about this." Let's see what the cards have to say for my Virgos. What have we got for Virgos? What have we got for my Virgos? We've got the Eight of Swords. We've got the Knight of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. There you are, Virgo. And underneath the bottom of the deck, we've got the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. Yeah. So, again, right now it's time to take action on those things. That uncomfortable elephant in the room, something that might have you in your head a little bit, it's time to take action. It's time to speak. The Knight of Wands is someone that moves forward passionately, and you may have a lot of chemistry with someone, but there's certain things that it's got you in your head, it's bothering you, whatever. You really want to stand in your power, because trust me, that is a card of Virgo, the Queen of Pentacles. It can be Taurus or Capricorn energy as well. But for me as a reader, this is a card of Virgo, which is the Empress of the court cards. This is also one of your major arcana, which you share with Gemini. It could be dealing with a Gemini or a fire sign or an earth sign. But you do have the Eight of Swords and Magician there, a Gemini card. If there's been something that's uncomfortable, if there's been an elephant in the room, now's the time to talk about it. And if you focus on that, and you look at what's available, and even though everything might not be exactly perfect, you can work towards that perfection. Remember, nothing is going to be perfect. No relationship is going to be absolutely 100% perfect. Sure, you can be in deep love with people. You can have a lot of care for folks, but you've got to understand that everyone is dealing with their own issues. Every one of us has flaws. Every one of us has red flags. Every one of us has something that you can work on. Yes, even you, Shrek. there's all kinds of things that you can over obsess about if you are striving for that perfection. And it can put you in your head, and it can be uh, that kind of tension and I don't know, anxiety. It can really put you in your head. It can also make people quite angry if you don't let things loose. So again, right now is a time, it speaks to transparent communication, letting, what are your passions, let it be known. You want to stand in your power. What's got you in your head? What's bothering you about the situation? And how do you put proper personal boundaries in place so that you're not triggering somebody else, they're not triggering you? And what are the dynamics of the relationships that you have? Be they platonic, romantic, are they friends, family, co-workers, lovers, whatever. Now's the time to look at that and be careful of, again, striving for perfection. No one's perfect. You're not perfect. And as perfect as my Virgos like to be, and they do, I know I'm a Virgo rising. Details, having all the thing, having everything just, perfectly lined up. It's not always going to be that way. So you just have to accept that nothing is going to be too perfect, and if you obsess over it, you can really end up ruining a relationship or whatever. People have flaws. Accept them. If you want that person in your life, accept their flaws. They're not going to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect to them. Just face it. This is how we get along with people. Understanding that our differences are what give us strength on a collective level. So, talking about those elephants in the room and being clear, transparent, and open about it, that is where that's when we're going to get the closest version of being perfectly imperfect. You know what I'm saying? That's the dynamic that you need to strive for. And that's how we grow together, by understanding one another and understanding ourselves and understanding that we're not always right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very talented, you know, cute, adorable as hell. Working on my ginger tan, working on my six pack, but I'm not perfect, you know. And I try to be as humble as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? uh, but it's just a matter of really addressing that elephant in the room, really being open to talk about it. That's how you strengthen relationships. And you're going to get positive results by taking those little baby steps forward, by really understanding and recognizing the differences in relationships and in with other people that you have around you. That's what I got for you, Virgo. I mean, no point in even mentioning signs there. I think you got this, Virgo. Virgo, that's what I have for you. Thank you so very much. If you will, hit the like button for me, comment, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I am going to be doing a live mini read right after this live stream. Y'all be sure and check the link that is pinned in the chat. You can get your questions in early. I'm going to take a brief little intermission here real quick, and then I will be right back. We're going to do Libra through Pisces in the current energies. Thank you so much. Y'all hold on and bear with me just a moment. I will be right back.
Oh, y'all. Mojo's coming.
Then I saw the canvas.
Get the man, are you? Wait, oh, get the man, are you?
Then I saw the canvas. Then I saw the canvas.
Alrighty, we are back. Yeah, I want a king cake. I do. Shrek, what are you talking about, man? Somebody's house getting raided? Yeah. Anyway, like I said, the energies are rough right now. They are. You know, some people are tense and on edge. You know, God knows I've been feeling it. And I know a few other folks that are feeling it as well. It's just time for everybody to breathe. Let's get woosah with it. Meditate, chill. Oh, okay. Well, hey, you're gonna be dealing. Somebody gonna be squealing. You know what I mean? Let's hope everybody is well there. And as far as the desserts, yes, I want a king cake. Fat Tuesday is this upcoming Tuesday, March the 4th, and yeah, I want a king cake. I do. I've been good. I haven't had any cupcakes. I haven't been laying off the sweets. Been doing all my setups. Been working out, doing all the things. Time for a little prize. You know what I mean? All right, let's get back into this. We are going to jump back into Libra. Libra, we're going to do your read tonight at 1:14:56. Got to speed these up. I got to get to those mini reads. So, Libra, again, as I've stated for the other signs, right now is a time we got a lot of planetary things going on. You got Mercury conjunct Saturn in Pisces today. Okay, which can, Saturn's Mercury is thought and communication, action, and Saturn is the big daddy, teaching you lessons. You know what I mean? So the energy can be a little. And you got the new moon in Pisces coming up in a couple of days, and Venus going retrograde in Aries on March the 1st. Libra, um, today is the day to think about improving your daily routines for your health, your work. You need to balance work and rest to avoid burnout, and to really make sure that you're, I don't know, doing a wellness check, so to speak, making sure, seeing where you can improve things. Maybe instead of taking the elevator, you take the steps up. You know what I mean? But you want to balance things out so that you're taking care of you and taking care of all your responsibilities. Here in a couple of days, when the new moon comes around, you want to set intentions for wellness and efficient time management. Now, my Libras are all about balance, and you want to make sure that you're taking care of everything. So there's an importance that needs to be placed on time management, something I myself, I can be terrible at that. So that's something that I personally have to look at. But you want to set your intentions for your health, your happiness, and making sure that you're dotting the I's, crossing the T's, getting everything handled, and taking care of your own well being along with that. As Venus goes into retrograde, you want to reassess your self care practices and work habits. And you want to be open to surprises arising from your new ideas throughout all of this. You need to embrace your creativity and allow it to guide you towards new things, new opportunities. But it really does take a bit of time management, just again, reevaluating your own daily habits and daily routines to see what little areas where you can manage your time better and make sure that you're taking care of you and your work life, your career. You know what I mean? Mitzi, how are you doing, boo boo? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let's see what we've got for my Libra gang. What do the cards have to say about all of this? What do we got for my Libras? We have got the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We've got the Magician. And we've got the Ace of Wands. Oh my. And underneath the bottom of the deck, you've got the Lovers. Wow. So 4 cards, 2 major arcana. Got hiding under there. The Chariot, another major arcana. So out of 5 cards, you got 3 major arcana. There are brand new creative ideas. There's a brand new passionate beginning here, Libra. And your creativity is going to come in to focus, and you need to be open to the blessings that come from the universe. Express yourself. Go. Maybe if you have had a desire to paint, you want to try out painting, try out a new hobby or a new idea. Again, you want to balance things out so that you've got time for yourself, so that you're making sure that health wise, you're taking care of yourself, and work wise, you're paying attention to things. You need to be honest with yourself, with that King of Swords there, and you need to take action on some of these. This is how you're going to manifest those passionate new beginnings. This paying attention to your creativity, reevaluating your schedule, your daily routines to see where we can do little things, just making those little tweaks is how you're going to manifest in good things. And it does look like you've got victory. You're moving on from things. You may be going on a trip or traveling, and you're going to have choices. You could very well have a brand new passionate love interest coming in. There might be some chemistry coming up with somebody, but it's because of your creativity and your understanding of time management and what you need to do to take care of yourself, your work, your life. You're handling all your responsibilities at home. You're taking care of bills. You're taking care of your work, and you're taking care of your own health. The body is the temple. Things like that. Just right now is the time to set those little changes in motion, and you can do that by just sitting down, write out a schedule for the day, and think about your habits, think about what you're doing. Maybe instead of having that little Debbie or something, have some fruits or nuts, something like that. uh, Changes in the diet, changes in, again, instead of taking the elevator, take the steps. Do something for your health, and make sure that you're managing your time and kind of blending things in all together, so it makes a cohesive day for you that really takes care of everything. I know my Libras like balance, and this is the perfect way to balance things out. You know what I mean? Um, you do have a brand new passionate beginning on the way, possibly even a new soulmate, a new lover. You are going to be getting your victory. But again, some of you might need to go to the doctor, but you are going to be getting a victory. You are going to be moving on. The big thing is really evaluating things and taking the time to be honest with yourself. Again, the swords, thoughts, action, communication. You got to communicate with your higher self. But by doing this, I guarantee you, if you reevaluate all this stuff, you are going to be manifesting in something brand new for yourself. That's going to guide you towards those new opportunities and a new passionate beginning, possibly even with a soulmate coming in. You're getting your victory here, Libra. You are. You could be dealing with a Cancer, a Gemini. You get Gemini, Virgo, and Aquarius. There could be, we got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo. Could be a fire sign as well. That's what I got for you, Libra. Thank you so much. Just, hey, you got this. Just write down your daily routines and see where you can shave off a few minutes here or there and combine things to take care of your health and your work. I guarantee you it will pay off for you. Oh, goodness. All right, Libra, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. If you'd like a personal private reading with me, you can always email me at themojotaro@gmail.com, and I'll be doing a live mini reads live stream right after this live, probably here, I don't know, in a couple of minutes. I still got a few signs to read, and then I'll be taking a quick little break, and then I'll be jumping back in to answer your personal questions. All right, we're moving this along to Scorpio. We're going to do Scorpio at 1/23/23. What do we got for my Scorpio babies? On the astrological front here over the next week or so, again, today, Mercury conjunct Saturn in Pisces. New moon in Pisces is on February the 27th, and Venus goes retrograde right at the beginning of March. Today is the day you want to commit to creative or romantic endeavors. You want to avoid overthinking about this. You just want to go with the flow. What's making you feel good? What's making you feel ooey gooey? What's giving you that creative spark? Whatever it is, you don't want to think about it too much. You just need to take action on it. You want to give yourself the advantage of doing things that you're passionate about and really really going for it, Scorpio. I mean, this is a time to, if you say there's a concert you want to go see and you're like, well, I don't know if you think about the money, that day it could rain. Screw it. You want to see the concert. You want to go to it. Buy the tickets. Go ahead. Do it. If you want to take a painting class, take a painting class. If you want to learn how to play guitar, schedule some time with a guitar teacher. Whatever it is, if you want to, go out with that certain person that you've been afraid to ask them out, now's the time to ask them out. It's time to go after those creative and romantic things, those little things that have been niggling in the back of your mind and your gut. Yeah, you quit thinking about it and just do it. As the new moon comes in, you want to set your intentions for your artistic projects, your creative side, and you want to deepen any romantic relationships that you might have. And this could be through creativity as well. Hey, fellas, get out there, sprinkle some rose petals around, light the candles. Be careful with the candles. Don't set anything on fire. And again, you want to explore your creative side. That's how doing maybe some creative writing or painting or drawing or playing music or trying your hand at writing a screenplay or a novel or something. These are all things that it's just a matter of what's in your heart. What is it that you like to do? Um, you don't want to sit there and just Scorpios are very loyal. They feel things very, very deeply, and at times, especially with the energies that are right now, you can be feel a little like you just there's a lot of tension there, and you're thinking, well, should I? Shouldn't I? I don't. Fuck it, do it, Scorpio, do it. You know what I'm saying? And so when the new moon comes around, you want to set your intentions for that. You want to make sure that you're going forward creatively and really expressing yourself. Go for those artistic projects. Go for that thing that makes you feel alive and creative. Go for that thing that you're passionate about. If it's in a romantic relationship, you know, go for it. Set up a romantic date. Set up a surprise for your partner or something. As Venus goes into retrograde, you really want to reflect on your personal expressions and passion projects. It's about how do you express your love to your partner? How do you express to your friends that you really enjoy spending time with them? And are you setting up something creative? You tell all your girlfriends, the guys who be like, "Hey, come on, let's go to the shooting range, let's go fishing, whatever." You're with your friends, you be like, "Well, let's go have a spa day. Let's go roller skate or rollerblade somewhere. Let's go do something." And then, as far as your own personal self, you want to explore your creative endeavors by focusing on that. What really makes your heart sing, that is what's going to lead you to, happiness right now. That's going to be the best way to do it. Keeping that nimble, scorpionic mind, the overthinking part of the Scorpio mind. That's what's going to, help keep you it's going to help you stay flexible in the face of unexpected changes because it's your adaptability that's going to help you navigate disruptions and emerge stronger in the long run. Um, Explore that creative side. Get out there and do what it is that you like to do. Don't don't think twice about it. If you want to go sing, go go find a karaoke bar, grab some girlfriends, and go get out there. Fellas, if you want to paint, head down to your local art store, get up the supplies, and just start doing it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. But that's going to help you deal with those changes, those disruptions, and the little things in life that can come up that really get you overthinking and get you in your feels and make you all tense and whatnot. I'm telling you, just go for the creative thing. Listen to some music, sing, paint, draw, write, do something creative and just go for it. Whatever it is that you like and you're passionate about. And again, when it comes to relationships, you can do the same thing. Set up a date, a surprise date. Do something for your partner. Do something romantic. And almost think of it as Valentine's Day 2, and just surprise your partner with it. You know what I mean? Let's see what the cards have to say for my Scorpio gang. What do we got for my Scorpios? You get the Fool card, exactly. Take a leap of faith. The Hermit, and the Ace of Pentacles. See? Eight of Swords. You're all kinds of in your head. You're solid. You're stable, Scorpio. You're good. You need to look within yourself. What is it that you love? Take that leap of faith. Don't overthink this. Get creative with it. Take a leap. Take that painting class. Take that, creative writing class. Buy that video game. Whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, whatever creative thing that it is that you want to do it. Go for it. Take that leap of faith by looking at yourself, seeing what makes you happy. Your healing, your wish fulfillment is sitting inside that little lantern, but it's going to take you doing the work and looking at yourself and start something brand new. Go for it. Get out of your head. I'm telling you, whatever that ace is, it's going to lead to good abundance, happy things. I mean, you could have a passion project, a side project that turns into a full-time job. But that's what you're being advised to do right now, is to stay flexible. Just go along with the things and don't overthink it. Just go. What makes you passionate? What sets your heart on fire? Whatever that is, go get it, Scorpio. That's what I got for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. I do greatly appreciate you being here. Hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate all of you. Fire Dove Tarot, what is going on, boo-boo? Thank you so much for your generous donation there. God love you, boo-boo. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Dove. What a sweet, dear friend she is. If y'all have not checked out her channel, please do so. Little Dove is absolutely amazing. And she's so sweet. She comes on randomly, but man, when she does readings for folks, and they are amazing. So y'all be sure and check Little Dove out. I appreciate you, dear heart. Thank you so much for the support. Miss Melly, what is going on, dear? How are you? Miss T Bikini is in the house. Oh, we got Astrid Ingrid. Astrid, how are you doing, boo-boo? Thank y'all all so much for being here. You guys are amazing. Yes, there are a lot of boo-boos in the world, Shrek. Yep, got to take care of the boo-boos now. Dove, she's a boo-boo. Melly, boo-boo. Astrid Ingrid, boo-boo. FK Slay, boo-boo. Pam Bear, boo-boo. Lots of boo-boos in the world. All right. We are moving along again. Fire Dove, thank you so much, boo-boo. Boo-boo. See? Can't help it. That's what you say when you love people. To the boo-boo. All right. Sagittarius 133.55. What do we got for my centaurs of arrow shooting joy? How's the energy for you right now? With Mercury conjunct Saturn and Pisces, new moon coming up, and Venus going retrograde. Today is the day to address family and home issues, your domicile, your castle, your kingdom. You want to avoid shortcuts and trust your pace with things. You don't want to take shortcuts, and if things take longer than they normally do it. Sometimes think of it like spring cleaning. In spring cleaning, that's the time when you want to move the couch. You want to get back there and make sure you're sweeping or vacuuming underneath where the couch is. Get back there, clean the walls up, all the little things. You don't want to take a shortcut with that. You just want to be like, nobody can see it. Let's not move. No, today is the day to dust out the cobwebs, to pay attention to what you've got going on with your family or in your home. You want You do not want to take shortcuts right now. You want to address things, even if it takes a little bit longer. And, trust the pace that you're going. Take those little steps. If something seems overwhelming or daunting, just take one little step at a time. Go at your own pace and make a list, do what you need to do. As the new moon comes around, you want to set your intentions for creating a harmonious living environment. Do we need to move some furniture around? Are there certain things we need to clean up? Do we need to get stuff out of the closet? Do we need to clean out the attic or whatever? Do we need to maybe rearrange the kitchen and put the dishes over here because they're closer to the sink that way? And then you got this over here and da 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 da. You want to look at the little things in your personal space that are going to make your life a little bit more. They're going to flow a little bit better. A little bit of feng shui. You know what I mean? As Venus goes into retrograde, you want to reevaluate your domestic matters and your emotional foundations, things that are your bedrock. If you're used to getting up in the morning, you're used to having this or this or this there for you. You want to find a way to make that easier so that your mornings flow. Maybe, like, for example, if you've got a coffee maker that you can set the night before and set the time so that it automatically goes off automatically, maybe start doing that. You know what I mean? Make that little change so that you're setting it up beforehand, so that when you get up in the morning, bam, coffee's done. You don't have to, sleepily get through things. But the more organized you are and the better your environment is, you have a better harmonious flow. Um, right now, it's a matter of talking with the people in your community, your environment, whether it's work or home or whatever. And I think this mainly pertains to home for my Sagittarians. You want to communicate about your essential matters clearly and directly. Okay, honest dialogue is going to help prevent misunderstandings and promote harmony, because that's what my Sagittarians need to go for right now, is having a harmonious home environment so that things work more easily, so that things take less time and you have more time to enjoy your day or do what it is that you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what the cards have to say for my Saggy gang. What do we got for my Centaurs of Arrow Shooting Joy? Again, it's about setting your environment to go for flow and to make your life a little bit easier, even in small little ways. What can you do to make your environment go with the flow, as it were? We've got the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. There we go. And the King of Swords. Exactly. Yeah, you want to make sure that you're doing your part, that you're putting in your half. You don't want to feel left out in the cold. You don't want to have regrets or frustration with things. You want to get up and you want that coffee to just be ready, be made. We'll set it up the night before. If we need to rearrange things in the kitchen or rearrange your closet or do whatever it is to make your life flow a little bit better, you you don't want things to be a struggle. You don't want to be struggling. So you need to be honest with yourself. Communicate clearly with the people that you live with. Communicate clearly with people you work with, your partner, whatever. And by showing yourself love, showing them love, and taking those preventative measures to make things more harmonious, you're going to avoid any regret or sadness or remorse or guilt. And things aren't going to seem like there's such a struggle. They're going to be in a much more harmonious, loving state. Takes a little work, takes a little honesty. But look, Emperor, you boss up and do this. I'm telling you, it's going to lead you to feeling even better, but you have to take action on it. That Emperor card is, again, the swords are thoughts, action, communication. And by communicating this and giving yourself that more harmonious home flow, that's going to help level you up. And you're going to feel a greater sense of ease and a lot more happiness, a lot more joy in your life. Excuse me. The energies that are right now, the way the planetary shifts are working, It's really focusing on your home. It's focusing on, you want to be able to, you want things to be set at ease. You want to feel good. You want to feel comfortable when it's time to relax when you go home. You want to feel comfortable in your surroundings, in your space. So it's time to be honest about that and take the actions and make your space more enjoyable, make it more harmonious, you know? And just remember, you really don't want to take shortcuts here. You want to do the work that needs to be done. Again, like spring cleaning. It's time to move the couch. Let's move the couch, clean it up, and instead of having the couch there, why don't we put it over here? Instead of having the trash can way, 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 way over there, why don't you put the trash can right here so that we're not collecting trash somewhere and then go putting it over there? If we need to move this table away from that little area because it's a catch-all and that's where everything ends up getting set, stuff like that. That's where you want to go with this Sagittarius, and it's about giving yourself a little cup of love by doing the work, really bossing up, handling what you got to handle to give yourself a more harmonious flow with your current environments, mainly at home, but this could be about your work environment too. And really being honest with yourself and understanding that, communicating about essential matters clearly and directly. You want to prevent any misunderstandings. That's what's going to promote harmony and flow in your life, Sagittarius. That's what I got for you. Thank you so much for being here, Saggy. Hit that like button for me and let me know how this resonates with you. Leave me a comment and subscribe if you like my vibe. Thank you, Boo Boo. Appreciate you. Tricholisa, how are you doing? Miss Jean, what is going on? Who else do we have popping here? Saw somebody a minute ago. Hold on. Let me get this thing to open up a little bit. Gary Luz, how are you doing? And look, we got Astro Love. Miss T Bikini, thank you so much, baby doll. I really appreciate that. Let me see. Hold on. Let me click there's a thing. Miss T Bikini, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your support of the channel. God love you, Boo Boo. It's very generous of you. Thank you so much. All right. Capricorn. What do we got for my Cappy babies? We're doing yours at 1:43. What do we got for my Capricorns, my devils, my goats? We've got Mercury conjunct with Saturn, new moon in Pisces, and Venus retrograde. Today is the day. You need to engage in important conversations. Share ideas, even if they're not fully developed. It's time to get things started. It's time to plant those seeds, Capricorn. When the new moon comes around, you want to set your intentions for effective communication and learning new things, learning new skills, how to get things handled. With Venus going into retrograde, you want to reflect on how you convey your thoughts and connect with others during this time. It's about how you express yourself. Are you getting effective communication? Are you being understood? Are you being understood? Are your intentions being clearly expressed in situations? Well, all of this, you really want to reevaluate your values, your commitments, and remember that these kinds of reflections on ourselves can really ensure that your actions align with your true priorities. Uh, it's it's how well you work with yourself and how well you work with others. Do you have that are we simpatico on things? Are we communicating correctly? Do we have the same intention? And how effectively are you communicating? And again, there may be things that you can learn right now. You need to share your ideas, even if you're just spitballing. You know what I mean? I know I've been in the advertising and printing and graphics industry for a long time. You might throw 20 different ideas at a project and only one of them sticks. But talking about that, having those creative meetings and getting those 20 ideas out there is how we came up with the one idea that really, really worked for the situation. And so it's important to discuss the goals, really talk about your intentions, your value, where you want to commit yourself, and looking within for those answers to know exactly what you're communicating, and then expressing those ideas clearly. Really, uh, your focus right now should be on truly effective communication and communication. Maybe if you haven't had communication with someone, it's time to speak up. You know what I mean? Um, it's about getting your true intentions across. This may require, like, say, if you're texting someone. Well, when you're texting someone, you don't get that voice, you don't see someone's face. And so text leads to a lot of misunderstandings sometimes. So maybe think about actually having that conversation, actually seeing someone face to face to have a conversation so that you're clearly getting that idea, your intentions, whatever it is, you're getting that energy and that idea across effectively. You're communicating that with someone so that there's no chance for misunderstandings. And then, again, look at yourself, figure out what do you want to commit to? What are your values in a situation? And as you reflect and make sure that your priorities are in check, that your actions align with those priorities, and that other people understand your intentions and your ideas clearly and effectively. You know what I mean? Let's look at the tarot and see what it has to say. What is going on for my Cappies? We've got the Hierophant, higher level of commitment, learning, knowledge, institutions. We've got the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. We've got the 10 of Cups, all kinds of happiness and love and joy. Underneath the bottom of the deck, you've got the Emperor. Wow. Cappy, what this is about, again, sticking to your guns, knowing exactly what it is, your happiness. What are you trying to manifest? Maybe it's a person. Maybe you want a higher level of commitment with someone. But 10 of Cups, this is all of the happiness. And again, you got to own it. You got to step up. You've got to really know yourself, connect with your higher self, look at the practicality of a situation. What is it that needs to be done? Even if you don't have a fully formed idea of it, it's about communicating that. What are your dreams, Cappy? What is it that's going to make you happy? What is it that you want? Here, it looks like you're manifesting an emperor. It looks like you're manifesting somebody that you want a higher level of commitment with. Excuse me. But it's also about knowing what commitments you want. What are your values? Who aligns with that? And are you expressing yourself clearly? If you want a relationship, for example, with the 10 of Cups, are you on the same page with that person? Are you talking to them? Have you been a little stubborn? Are there things that you could learn? These little things are sharing your ideas, sharing your intentions, and really understanding what it is that you want is going to help you communicate that effectively. And again, you might need to consider and manifest your happiness by learning something new or having new higher levels of communication and commitment to manifesting that happiness by taking action. You want to communicate effectively. You want to communicate clearly. And if there's anything that you need to learn, a new skill, maybe you need to go to therapy, learn some new self help kind of strategies on things like journaling or meditating. Maybe you need to take a yoga class. Maybe you need to see a new doctor about something. But whatever it is, you need to be open to new things and learning new things and be able to share your ideas, even if it's not a full idea. Just say, hey, I think I've got a better idea how to do this. I don't know how we're going to work out all the details, but I want to communicate about this, and I want us to bounce ideas back and forth off of each other so that we have a better understanding of where we're going, and that can even the new processes, new ways to communicate, maybe using a new app on the phone, maybe again, instead of, you know, texting someone, having an actual phone conversation or going to see someone, you really want to broaden that horizon there. Because sharing your ideas, sharing your intentions, and having those important conversations, that's what's going to lead you there. It's what's going to align your actions with your true priorities and what it is that you actually want. It's how you're going to manifest the 10 of cups. And don't be so rigid. Be open to new ideas and take those actions. Yeah, look, you have the emperor and the empress here. Obviously, there's somebody that you need to communicate with, Cappy. This is a power couple, but you've got to be open to those new ideas, those new skills. You have to be open to that communication and effective, clear communication at that. You know what I'm saying? You could be dealing with an Aries. You got Libra, Taurus. You also have, you've got Taurus here twice, and you've got Gemini and Virgo. There's somebody here for you, Cappy. But you need to communicate with them. You've got to communicate clearly and effectively to come up with a plan to work forward. And you want to have those tough conversations. You do. The important conversations, the important ideas. What's going to make you happy? Obviously, whoever this is going to make you happy. Look, justice. You're going to get your justice, Cappy. You're going to get your happiness. But you have to communicate effectively, and you have to be open to new ideas. Even if your ideas aren't fully formed yet, start communicating. It'll make your life a lot happier. It really, really will. Thank you so much, Capricorn. If you will, hit that like button for me, comment, share, and subscribe. God love you, Cappy. All right. We're moving on to Aquarius. And don't forget, kids, right after this, I am going to be going live for the live mini reads. I'm going to take about a 10-15 minute break after this, and then I'll be going live. I set it for 8:30 or 8:40, something like that. Obviously, it's past that now, Central Time, my time. It's almost 9 o'clock here, so probably right about 9:30, I'll be going on there. Y'all check the link pinned in the chat, and you can get your questions in. Let's see. Aquarius. What we've got for my aqua babies. We're doing Aquarius at 153.49. 153.49. I'm going to have to get a throat lozenge. Telling you what. Excuse me for all the coughing. It's springtime. It's been cold, but it got warm here real quick. All right, Aqua. So what do we got happening in the current energy? Mercury conjunct Saturn today. The new moon in Pisces is in 2 days. Venus is going retrograde on March the 1st. Aqua, today is the day to examine your financial stability and your investments. You need to feel capable, but avoid imposing solutions on others. Okay. You don't want to restrict somebody else. So you got to look, maybe there's a financial strategy that you need to, maybe you need to put some money back, save your own money for a little bit, or not rely on a partner so much. whatever it is, you want to examine your income. Your right now, your focus is going to have to be on that just a little bit, and it's just a matter of being able to make sure that you feel capable to meet your financial goals, pay your bills, do what you need to do, without having to offset other people. You know what I mean? You don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul. Well, leave Peter alone. Figure out how to pay Paul your damn self. You know what I mean? And obviously you're not robbing anybody. Hopefully you're not robbing anybody. But it's a matter of changing things up so that you're not uh, making your problem someone else's problem. You know what I'm saying? As the new moon comes in, you want to set your intentions for financial growth and aligning your values with your actions. In other words, if you want to be rich when you're older, are you taking the time are you saving out $50 from every paycheck and putting it in savings? Are you investing that money properly? What is it that you're doing? So you want to look at your long term there. If you've got enough money and can afford one, I suggest getting a fiduciary financial advisor that can help you deal with, different matters. Maybe get a family lawyer that can help you deal with trusts and things like that. But you want to be setting your sights on your financial growth and your long term stability. And you don't want to impose your strategies for this on to other people. Let them do their thing. Again, you don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul. You want to figure out how to take care of yourself and pay Paul by your own means. Leave Peter alone. You know what I'm saying? As Venus goes into retrograde, you want to reassess monetary matters and personal priorities. This is a time for Aquarians to really focus in on that financial growth, the long-term values that you have, the long-term goals that you have with money. And money's just an energy, it really, really is. You might need to be prepared right now for surprising realizations that may shift your perspective. And you want to take those insights and embrace them as new opportunities for personal growth. You might be investing in one thing and realize, maybe that's not the right thing, and make a shift and make a change for yourself. Uh, you could find out some things that there might be some very surprising details that come up in your life, Aquarius, and it very well could lead to a little miscommunication, a little bit of trouble if you're not paying attention, especially in the areas of money right now. For some reason, it really, really does want you to focus on making sure that you yourself are stable, that you're making proper investments. And again, self love is self discipline. Sure, you're not buying that extra Happy Meal or Starbucks or whatever every week. You're taking that money, saving it back. That's self discipline. Okay. But if you have that self discipline, it's self love. It's putting the money back for yourself for a rainy day, for your own stability, being able to take that money and invest into long term things and setting your intentions for this to grow yourself financially, make yourself stable so that you're taking the actions that align with what it is that you want in the long term. You see what I'm saying? And you don't want to impose that on other people. You want to be able to do it for yourself. And so right now, it's a need for a little bit of self-discipline. And again, there might be some things that come up that really surprise you that might shift your perspective once you see things from other people's points of view when you do this. Again, you don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul. Leave Peter's piggy bank alone. All right, let's look at the cards and see what it has to say for my aqua babies. What we got for the aqua babies. That's what's coming up in the astrology for Aquarius right now. It's calling for a real look at your financial stability, basically. What do the cards have to say? We have got the 10 of Swords. We've got the Fool. That's very good. And we've got the King of Cups underneath the bottom of the deck. The Hangman. Again, there might be some surprising revelations and realizations that, shift your perspective, that help you see things from another perspective about your money. 10 of Pentacles. We've got to end the old ways. And the good thing about the 10 of Swords is there are no more swords. The hurt, the betrayal, whatever it was, the financial destitution, whatever, somebody left you for dead, whatever that was, it's done. It's time for a brand new cycle. But this does call for emotional maturity. The King of Cups is very mature. And the King of Cups also has self-love. I guarantee you that dude has a savings account. I guarantee you that guy right there is caring enough, understands himself and well enough, and understands other people's intentions. He's not robbing Peter to pay Paul. He got his own. Okay? He's emotionally intelligent. He's emotionally mature. And most importantly, he's emotionally independent of others. He doesn't need to validate himself with others. And I guarantee you he's got his stuff together. So it's a matter of having that bit of discipline and self-love. That's what's going to end all of this. The heartbreak, maybe not having enough money to go on that trip or do this. Not having the money to pay Paul. You know what I mean? This is what's going to put you on a new cycle, seeing things from a different standpoint, from a different point of view, getting things that aren't as stuck or stagnant. It's going to lead you to the 10 of Pentacles. It's amazing. I love tarot for this. It comes out to confirm exactly what the astrology has in it. It's about your financial stability, your long-term investments, and setting your intentions and having the self-discipline to take the actions necessary, seeing things from a different perspective and doing what you need to do for your long term, being emotionally mature enough to get to that point where you've got it all, baby. And you will, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here. If you will, hit that like button for me, comment, share, and subscribe. Gee willikers, I do greatly appreciate it. It just gives me all the warm fuzzies. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonates for you. And again, watch out for your bank statement, Aquarius. Make sure you're taking care of you, boo-boo. We want you healthy, wealthy, and happy. Not to mention abundant. Always abundant. Aquarius, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. We're moving on to the birthday babies. Pisces, we're doing yours today at 2:03:33. What have we got for my birthday babies, the Pisces gang? Right now in this particular energy with the Mercury conjunct in Saturn in your sign, the new moon coming up in your sign, and Venus going retrograde in Aries. Today is a day right now to set boundaries and confront personal truths. You need to utilize clarity for planning while accepting that you can't, accepting things that you can't control. If something's out of your hands, if it's something you need to deal with it. You need to accept your personal truth, and you need to set boundaries with other people. But this is also about setting boundaries with yourself. If there's something you've been slacking on, or something that you need to get better at, something you maybe need to do more on time, whether it's setting boundaries with other people or setting boundaries with yourself, it's about having those personal truths. And you want to bring clarity into situations where there may be a bit of confusion, so that you can plan. And we can't control everything. And as long as you know what your truths are and you put up your personal boundaries and you're honest and open with yourself about who you are, maybe some of your own bad habits, you can come up with some kind of compromise with people that will work in your favor for the long run. But you remember, you can't control everything. You can only control you. As the new moon comes in, you need to embrace self reinvention and focus on your personal worth. So you want to, let's say, if you want to change jobs, you want to go into a different career path. Are you taking the classes? You want to set your intentions, write your intentions down as though those pieces of abundance are already yours, and they are. But with this being the new moon in your sign, this is your chance for the next full year to really set your intentions about what you want to see happen over the next year and how you can bring that into reality. What actions do we take to do that? And what kind of personal truths do we need to realize? What are the things we can't control? What are the things we can't control? And what kind of boundaries do we need to set up to make things happen? As Venus goes into retrograde in Aries, you want to reflect on your self image and your personal desires. Consider exploring unfamiliar romantic paths. Venturing beyond your comfort zone could lead to rewarding experiences right now, especially when it comes to romance. So, like if you normally, you've got a particular type, well, date somebody else, date somebody outside of that. If you have a certain routine with your partner, change it up a little bit, do something a little exciting, maybe pick a different little outfit. Or fellas, take your ladies up and do something completely unexpected, out of the norm. You want to kind of switch things up and play. But I guarantee you, if you get out of that comfort zone and get out of that little rut, it's going to lead to good places. It really, really will. The only growth we do is outside of our own comfort zones. So it's time to realize things about yourself, get clarity on things, and really understanding what you can and cannot control, making sure that you are setting yourself up for success by being a new version of you, a better version of you. I mean, that's not what tarot is all about. It's about self empowerment, making sure that you are the best version of yourself. And sometimes that means scrapping old habits, old ideas, realizing what we can control, can't control, forgetting about what we can't control, and focusing on what we can do to reinvent ourselves, be a better version of ourselves, not only for ourselves, but for other people and to the rest of the world as well. And when it comes to romance right now, Pisces, yeah, it's time to step out of that rut. It's time to step out of that comfort zone. It's time to do things just a little bit past your comfort zone to, say if only date a certain race of people, or you've only dated, consider dating somebody outside of your ethnic background. If you're already with someone, consider doing something, a little risque, or do something completely different. If you're used to going to this restaurant every week for date night, go to a different restaurant. Do something completely different. But time to shake things up a little bit, Pisces. Let's see what the tarot has to say for you. What are the energies they're going to be dealing with the next week or so? We've got the Seven of Swords. We've got the Moon. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Death card, Scorpio energy. This is about being strategic, changing things up from the past. Again, as the astrology said, it's about getting out of your comfort zone. The Seven of Pentacles is about changing things up, looking at your past investments, your past strategies. You need to have a new strategy. The Seven of Swords isn't always about lies and deception. It can also be about being strategic. This guy is stealing swords away from the army so that they have to negotiate. They have to, they can't fight. They have to do something completely different. Right now, you may want to keep your ideas to yourself, and there may be things that you need to learn. This is about emotions that are hidden that need to come to light. It's time to change the energy up. It's time to transform things. Whatever it is that you can't control is out of your control. You can only focus on what you can change. So if you need to end some things, end some things. But this is destruction for the sake of creation. The death card is about transformation. It's about changing things up. It's about, keep your strategy on the down low. Maybe, again, if you're used to going to a certain restaurant with a romantic partner every week, change that up. Don't say anything, just out of the blue, do it. I guarantee you, romantically, getting out of your comfort zone is going to help a lot. If you need to confront personal truths, if there's something you need to change about yourself, whether you need to set a boundary with yourself and have a little bit of self-discipline, or you need to set boundaries with other people, you need to utilize that clarity for planning and accept that there are certain things that you can't control. It's going to lead you to good places. It really, really is. Yeah. Four of Swords. Might be time to sit back here just for a couple of days and take a break. Give yourself, it's about, ladies, mani-pedi, get your hair did, have a little spa day, perhaps take a nap right in the middle of these current energies. They're going to be strong for you, Pisces. Again, a lot of this stuff is happening in your sign. Mercury conjunct Saturn, the new moon. All of this is happening right now in your sign. And 2025 promises to be one of the most transformative years of your life, Pisces. So it's a matter of accepting things, setting boundaries, being true to yourself, realizing certain truths about yourself, ending what you need to end, and to start something new and transform. And it may take a little bit of self-reflection and rest in order to change up your investments. Realize, have you been lying to yourself about something? Excuse me. Have you been burying something under the rug? Have you been ignoring something? Have you been neglecting a responsibility of some kind? Whatever it is, it's time to get truthful about it. It's time to change things up. It's time to control what you can control, because I guarantee you, if you neglect your obligations, it can come back to, bite you in the butt. But if you're taking responsibility for it, you're being honest with yourselves. Maybe there might be a psychological issue or some sort of trauma that's causing you to do that. I don't know. But it's about facing your personal truth, setting your boundaries, and controlling what you can. And in a romantic sense, it's about getting out of that comfort zone and changing the energy up, transforming things. You need to heal, Pisces. Some of you may have some deep-seated issues. Maybe there's something you learned from relationships as a little kid, or seeing things as a little kid, some kind of trauma that you went through. Facing those personal truths and not lying to yourself, revealing what's in your subconscious and changing it up is going to be the best thing. Ending something, the endings mean new beginnings. Might take a moment, Pisces. It's your birthday. Give yourself a break, okay? This energy is going to be a little harsh, so easy does it. Realize those personal truths. Confront yourself about maybe things hidden in the subconscious and get clear. Realize what you can do, what you can't do, and then change things up when it comes to your romantic life. Getting out of a rut is really going to go a long, long way, but we need to pour into our own cup first before we pour into other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm very sorry, FK Slay. Most Geminis are absolute angels. I'm going to... Angel hands. See what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, FK. I'm damn close. Modest AF. That is what I have for you, Pisces. Hit that like button for me. Comment, share, and subscribe. All the little things that help my channel grow. I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you all so much for being here. Hopefully these reads have brought you a little bit of peace and a little bit of clarity. And I want you all to take care of yourselves out there. Take a nap if you need to. These energies right now are going to be a little rough. So make sure you're maintaining your own self-care, your own self-love. Really ground in, journal, meditate, ground yourself. Make sure that you're solid and secure in yourself, because right now the energies are going to be a little bit more tense and harsh, which is why I wanted to do this read tonight. Happy birthday to all my Pisces out there. I hope your birthday is absolutely wonderful. And again, thank you all so much for being here. I do hope these reads help you, bring you a little bit of peace, clarity, joy, possibly some laughter as well. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you to all my members, my supporters. Thank you to all my mods, Gene W, FG, FK Slay, Pam Bear, Tito. What is going on, Tito? Queen Tiki Tarot. Y'all be sure and check her out. Don't forget to check out Fire Dove Tarot as well. And thank you again to Miss T Bikini and Fire Dove for your generous donations. I greatly appreciate you. I really hope these readings help. Miss Heather, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you too. Thank you all so much. It really does bring me a sense of peace and joy to be able to read for you. And I really feel overwhelmed every day. The amount of love and support. You guys make this job worthwhile every single day. And I really do greatly appreciate all of you. Thank you again for your likes, shares, comments, subscribes, all the little things. Make sure you're doing this for me, other tarot readers, and other content providers as well. Everyone, please come into every situation with a couple of kindness and compassion. You never know what other people are going through. Please, everyone, take care of yourselves and stay safe out there. I'll see you in just a few minutes on the next video. I'll be doing mini personal reads live right here on YouTube. You can check out that video. It's pinned in the chat and it's already up in the live section of my page. But if this is where we part, have a fantastic evening. Know that your boy JoJo loves you, and I will see you again on the next video. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. Have a fantastic evening. For those of you getting questions, I'll see you here in about 10-15 minutes on the live mini read section. Y'all have a great night, and bye for now. Love, love, love. Peace, baby. For those of you joining me, I'll see you in a few minutes. For the rest of you, I'll see you soon. Bye.
Good dog.